morning, Jim Sinicropi here for FingerLakes1.com. It's Thursday, May 11th, and today I want to talk about a unique event happening here in Seneca Falls tomorrow on Friday that's kicking off a new program, something new here to help us talk about it and learn about it, is the Community Event Coordinator for Generations Bank, Rick Newman. Welcome back to the studio, Rick.
Good morning, Jim. Always a pleasure.
So, when I first heard about this, it's like a Hollywood Walk of Fame for Seneca Falls.
Right.
Can you give us some more information on more
Sure.
details?
Absolutely. So what we're doing is the Seneca Falls Women's Walk of Fame. And just like you said, similar to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, we have created bronze plaques that will honor women of distinction from history. And there have been a select 10 businesses actually in the downtown Seneca Falls area that we have started this first round of plaques for, and this event will take place tomorrow, Friday, May 12th, from 4 to 6 p.m., where we will unveil all of the plaques, all the women. It has been kept a secret.
Mm-hmm.
The businesses are out there. They have been publicly stated, and we can mention those here in a little bit. But we will be unveiling and having kind of like a groundbreaking ceremony where we will place the first of the 11 plaques at our Bell Park at our headquarters on Baird Street.
Yeah, so everybody that's driven down Baird Street past Generations has seen the new bells. It's about in place for about a year now, Bell Park.
Yeah, September, so it's getting close.
Yeah, so will the first round of plaques all be at Bell Park?
No, so the idea of this is to have them out front of the storefronts of these businesses, placed into the sidewalk. So just like the Hollywood Walk of Fame, you're walking down the street, you pass one of these plaques, and we'll be providing the businesses a little bit of extra materials to have either in their door or on their counter, that people could learn more about the woman, the individual that they chose to have on their plaque.
Well, to help our viewers kind of visualize this, we have a plaque, right?
We do.
And it's heavy, so be careful.
So I don't know where the camera
Hold up
is
a little
right
higher.
there.
There you go, yeah.
So this is Lucretia Mott. So this is the one that's going to be placed at Generations Bell Park. Obviously, Lucretia Mott was a huge influence for the convention and the entire suffrage movement, amongst others, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So we chose Lucretia Mott to be placed. We're actually going to be placing it right underneath our replica Liberty Bell in the Bell Park. So ours won't actually be in the sidewalk, but the others will. So we thought it just made sense. I mean, it's pretty hardcore, So, but they're really nice. The businesses are very excited to have these kind of placed out front of their businesses, and it just gets people talking. Yeah, and people can again learn more. They can ask the businesses, why did you choose this person? What was your inspiration? Because the women who are chosen, there's categories. There's social reform, social justice, business, STEM, between physics or engineering or anything of that sort, and a couple other categories that we've got that have kind of encompassed all the women that have been chosen thus far.
So you can see after these go into place and this program continues, it's just another layer of interest for people visiting Seneca Falls. And that's been one of the things it's certainly improved over the years when people come to Seneca Falls because they want to experience, the Women's Rights National Park and the Women's Hall of Fame, or just the general women's equality movement.
Sure.
I think, in the past they've been like, oh, well, what else is there to do? This is going to be something front and center as they walk around town that will just make them feel like they've arrived at the destination, the home of women's rights.
Absolutely. And, we're very, at Generations, we're dedicated to preserving the integrity of the history of the town, right? I mean,
Yeah,
we've done some really cool projects. But it's actually kind of nice, it's kind of neat, too, because I believe a lot of the stars in Hollywood were actually manufactured here in Seneca Falls.
That's right.
Was it Matthews?
Matthews Letterworks on Rumsey Street, or not Rumsey, Chestnut Street.
So, that's kind of a nice little play off of
Yeah.
doing something of this sort. Of course, these are bronze, but
Well, it's true.
we can only do so much.
It's just another thing, that Seneca Falls has contributed to above and beyond the women's rights movement. A lot of the Hollywood stars were produced here in Seneca Falls. fight. There was a lot of the fire trucks, the early fire
Police
trucks
steamers,
were built here. Not to mention our industrial applications from Gould's Pumps,
Right.
and so there's so much history here that has reached out and touched different parts of the world, and so it's great that we celebrate it. And this program is one of those things that will continue to celebrate our history here. So. Again, it's Friday, tomorrow, May 12th, 4 to 6, Generations headquarters, which is on Baird Street, the Bell Park. You'll have no problem missing it. If you want to go, certainly everybody's encouraged to attend, open to the public, and there'll be some guest speakers and elected officials. Anybody that we know for sure? That's
Well,
gonna be
we'll
speaking?
definitely have representatives from the Senate and the Assembly there, and obviously our local town, Mike Ferrara.
Yep.
We will have Jeff Shipley from the Chamber to talk about kind of like the tourism aspect of this whole type of thing, because it is, again, something unique when visitors come through. There's an opportunity for it to kind of grow as a tourism product as well. And of course, representatives from the bank, and we'll have some light fare provided by Cafe 19. We'll thank all of our vendors that have helped us along the way with all this and the installation, and we'll talk about the whole nomination process too, moving forward, because we want this project to grow. Generations has taken the lead on this in terms of getting this first round out, but we want to encourage businesses to nominate individuals, nominate businesses, but also fund and sponsor some of these plaques along the way too. It's not, we're not making anything off of it. We just want to be able to encourage this program to a wider spread audience that can, again, help grow the actual to help grow the product that we've created.
So you say that they'll be installed in the sidewalks downtown. How exactly does that work?
A lot of permitting.
Yeah.
A lot of permitting. Of course, with it being historic districts, you have to go through the necessary outlets with historic preservation and liability and all that
They had
stuff.
to be behind you, right, for this project?
I'm sorry?
Like the town historical district in the commission, they had to be behind this?
Yeah, so we got the first one. So our plan was to have ours installed on the sidewalk, and Menzo went and got it approved and everything. It may be a little bit more of a stretch for the downtown area, just because we owned the sidewalk portion that it was Bell Park that we were looking to put it in, so there was a little bit of a difference there, but we went and presented to the town of Seneca Falls. They're definitely behind us with this whole thing. So basically, you cut a hole in the concrete, lay it down, cover it with whether it's epoxy or whatever materials we are instructed to use, and of course we will help facilitate that for the first round to get those installed. Hopefully later this summer is what we're looking at.
Awesome. And you mentioned the nominating process. If somebody's watching this and they want to get involved now, like what would be the channel that they should use?
Sure. So you can go to mygenbank.com, which is our general website, and we'll have a link underneath the About Us tab at our website. So a lot of like the Right to Run stuff, the American Cancer Society, Taste and Tunes, all those extra little things that we do at Generations Bank. There will be a tab for the Women's Walk of Fame. There's also a underneath the Right to Run sign up for that's coming up here in July 1st. There's an ability to donate to that fund as well. So you can donate $5, $1, $100, whatever, to help go towards this that we will put towards installation or future plaques as well.
All right. So you do mention that Generations is some involved with a lot of the major events here in Seneca Falls. And a couple of them are coming up. You just mentioned them. The first next month, the American Cancer Society Golf Tournament at Seneca Falls Country Club.
June 21st.
Still taking sign-ups for that?
Still taking sign-ups, still taking sponsorships. We're doing pretty well right now, but it's about a month away. So if people are interested, they can contact us. They can fill out a form online. We welcome everyone, of course.
That tournament has been conducted annually for
44 years. I think this might be the 44th annual.
I can remember, playing in it as a teenager. So, and it's a great fundraiser, and of course, it's in honor of Bob Rosencrantz.
Correct.
Now. A lot of people in Seneca Falls remember remember Bob Rosenkrantz. A lot of people had insurance through Bob. And it's great that he's getting honored through this awesome event. And then shortly after that, you mentioned the Right to Run.
July
Which
1st.
is an event that's kind of morphed and evolved. What's it look like this year in terms of, like, what's the distance? I know they were doing 19K for a while.
Right. Yeah, the 19K is a little difficult as of after COVID because a lot of resources are needed to close the streets down,
Yeah.
a lot of volunteers. So we do just have the regular 5K in person, but we do offer virtual 5K and 19K so people can run for this event all around the world. They have a month to submit their times. They can still register and sign up to get swag. We're actually going through the first rendition of our shirt design, which is pretty cool. It's during July 4th weekend, so there might be a play on some freedom stuff between the 19th Amendment and whatnot. It's also Canal Fest weekend, right in the middle
Cool.
of Canal
Yeah,
Fest,
that'll
so
be a big
we're
part.
kind of doubling up with that and seeing how we can, maybe push some of our runners to Canal Fest later that day afterwards. We're hoping for a good crowd like usual, and there will be some delays here and there, but it's only for an hour and a half. in
Oh,
the
it's not
morning,
bad,
so.
especially with the 5K. And that's the thing, the 19K, that's a lot of Ks. It's abnormal, so runners kind of like to compete in their certain, whether it's a half marathon or a 5K.
It is a sanctioned race, so
Yeah.
if people are
You
wondering
couldn't
about that.
sanction a 19K, right? Because it's just so abnormal. It's just
Yeah.
not a distance. So it was
It's a
it was
lot more.
cool, and it was a great thing to kind of kick off the event with something different. But now more of a standard 5K, and then again you can get involved remotely. And if you did want to get involved remotely, where would you go?
You could go to righttorun19k.org, and there's all the different sign-ups available. Whatever you'd like to do, and select, some swag and whatnot. So,
Well, it's always great to have you in and hear about the great stuff that Generations is
Thanks,
doing
Jim.
to support the community. Between yourself and Menzo Case is really always kind of keeping an eye out or looking for something innovative and interesting to support the community and to support the history of our community. And this is hits all marks. I think it's great. So it's tomorrow, Friday, May 12th, 4 to 6 p.m. Just walk right up if you want to attend.
Sure.
It's hopefully something that if you can kind of imagine, 5-10 years from now, similar to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, as you're walking through
Scattered
town,
all
you're
throughout.
seeing all these plaques of all these great women, sponsored by local businesses. So it hits a lot of marks. So congrats on another successful thing that's coming to fruition here. Good luck
Thanks as always,
tomorrow,
Jim.
and
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
All right.
For this edition of Finger Lakes Today. If you'd like to see more conversations like this one, check out the show on your favorite podcast platform or subscribe to the FingerLakes1.com YouTube channel. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.